Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. The slaughter is in motion. Welcome to Celluloid Slaughter with your hosts, James and Joe.
Greetings and beyond the Vu, Joe.
What does that mean?
It's just greetings and welcome.
No. No. Don't say it.
You literally said this to me. You cannot act like I'm saying a strange concept. You're the one who said it to me when you
said
walked in
something
today.
that prompted it, though. And then I was like...
I just said, hey, Joe, and you said greetings and beyond the Vu.
I was like, where is that from? I've heard... And I think it's from you. I think you've said it.
Yeah, I've said it before, but you're the one who said it to me today. Yeah. So you can't act like I'm saying this out of nowhere. You can't act like I'm ambushing you or anything.
No, I'm not ambushed. But let's start this over. Say it correctly.
Greetings and
So, anyways.
Hello and welcome, cinephiles. Welcome to the Celluloid Slider podcast.
I never thought you'd catch on to me, that word I gave you, cinephile. You like that, right?
I think it's a good description for our audience.
Okay, well, I once wrote a TV pilot called Cinephiles back like in 2009 or 10.
Yeah.
When I was in like a young teenager.
When I was a boy.
Well, I'm thinking off the top of my head. I'm trying to get all the details of what it was about. So it took place during the VHS DVD era of like a video store. There's like
3, 2, 1, go.
work there and shit.
Good old Blockbuster.
And it's kind of like in the realm of like It's Always Sunny, like type guys that have all the time on their hands, like nothing to do all day, so they're talking like movie talk all day.
Right.
And each person
Clerks.
has their own kind of like that.
The movie version of Clerks.
Yeah, but 4 guys have like their own particular taste in movies, and constantly arguing about like.
Well, I think horror's the best kind.
And there's like the old school cinephile like, oh, the 70s is the best decade. Then there's going to be, like, the new school, like...
Alan, you're 24. I know what good movies are.
And it was about them trying to get chicks to go to the store and everything. And or, like, they're trying to get people to go there. Like, all right, what does everyone like? They like this Rocky Horror Picture Show, like, type stuff. So they...
We've realized what the culmination of what every genre
they
likes.
wanted to do, like, a midnight
Rocky
showing.
Horror Picture
like a midnight
show.
showing and shit. And what they did was they got like a big poster and everything, had a big screening, and they got like a bunch of people like, oh yeah, we're interested in going, and then they start throwing the screening. And this is where
this feels like American like Project X or whatever that.
Okay, this is where the dated humor comes into play. It's not funny, but like instead, what they realize is like, oh, they got a bunch of transvestites in there, like dressed like Tim Curry.
Everyone's Tim Curry. No one chose to be any other character.
Yes.
Just everyone's Tim Curry.
Yes. Yes.
They're all getting the face down. They're all doing the exact face that he does.
Yeah,
the entire
I
time
can't
too.
remember exactly how it went, but I think I have it typed up somewhere. Anyways, yeah, Cinephiles. That was the name of the TV pilot.
No one chose to be the butler. No one chose to be the maid.
No, they're all Tim Curry.
No one's.
I can't remember any other jokes, but that was like the 3 things I remember.
No one's the pixie girl that dated the undead biker guy. Everyone's Tim Curry.
You know, I haven't seen that in a while. I've only seen it a couple times.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's so wild though.
It's so like nothing else could be that, you know. That's a good thing too.
Was the guy in it? Was that a fucking Superman?
That was fucking Alec Baldwin? Wait,
Hold
on.
No. Alec Baldwin was in Beetlejuice.
All right. Hold on.
Was it Michael Reeves? While we take this moment of quiet, folks, I'm just gonna... And there you go. More like, there I go. Hey. How's the search going, Joe?
You know what? I'm really amazed. Meatloaf's in this. I totally forgot.
Yeah, Meatloaf. He's the biker dude.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find the main guy's Brad Majors. Is that what it...
Maybe.
Yeah, it was Brad Majors. Okay. Barry Bostwick is his name. He's from a bunch of dated shit. I don't think we were even familiar with his work, but this is what he looks like. I've seen him in a couple things.
Right.
But yeah, I could see how a young me would think that's Alec Baldwin. Well, anyways, yes. We're here to talk about something, and I can't hold it in any longer.
Fast and the Furious 9.
You know, we haven't seen it yet, and I was originally planning on seeing it today with you, but then I was like, you know what? We'll do that next weekend or something. We'll find a better day. I don't want to rush in there and have to get my opinion out onto this podcast instantly. So next week you'll get our opinion.
You'll get our opinion next weekend.
Jim, I hear it's the greatest movie ever. We gotta see it.
Okay. Sure.
All right. But let's talk about what I really want to talk about, and that's Abomination.
Yes. Yes. Dude, so happy. Such a weird place to drop him in, but I'm so happy.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, okay.
They heard Shang Chi and they were like, you know who that movie needs?
Well, I don't understand any of
Tim
it.
Roth.
Well, like, why is he in this?
A superhuman fighting ring, but also that fighting ring doesn't look like it should be able to hold the Abomination. It's just chains.
Unless it's like some kind of like magic spell or something, but...
Right, but it is just chains.
Yeah.
It's just a chain link fence that's holding it all together.
And the director of this is Destin Daniel Cretton.
Destin Daniel Cretton of the Daniel Cretton Destins.
And you know what movies he did?
What?
Brie Larson movies. 3 of them.
Oh.
Just Mercy.
My
Short-Term
favorite.
12. Jim, you have to watch Short Term 12. It's amazing. And Glass Castle with Viggo Mortensen.
Uh-huh.
No, Jim, that was the joke. It's Woody Harrelson with hair, but he looks like Viggo Mortensen. Jim, you're so You gotta pause. Jim.
I feel nothing for Brie Larson.
Really?
But
All right, well,
pure, unbridled uninterest.
What are you?
I just
Patrick
don't
Bateman?
give a shit.
No, but
like
but the thing is, Jim, the director that directed those 3 Brie Larson movies directed this Shang Chi movie. Shang Chi.
Shang Chi?
I can't say the word. Yeah, Shang Chi. Yes. So you know she's gonna be in it. She has to be. It's like the director of Mississippi Grind brought on.
You can't just hit me with the Abomination is in it. Hell yeah, and then be like, but also it's a Brie Larson.
I wanted
director,
to trip
so
you up.
She might be in
I'm
it.
here to trip
and
you
now
up, Jim.
I'm just like, you lifted me up, and then you pulled that magic carpet out from under my feet, and you watched me fall back to the Arabian Sea.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not here to talk about Aladdin or any fucking cartoon musicals, but yes, the same way the directors of Mississippi Grind brought on Ben Mendelsohn onto Captain Marvel when they directed that.
What a waste.
Yeah. What a waste.
Just
I watched Dark Knight Rises last night just for the fuck of it, and Ben Mendelsohn's in it. I'm like, yes. I'm like,
it's just like
he's so used though. I'm like, fuck, like he's not the main villain.
Yeah, but Joe, that scream.
His death is so good. Oh yeah, but yeah, Shang-Chi really had no interest to see it too much before the second trailer came out.
Second trailer was a lot better than the first one.
Right. Well, I understood. Okay, that his dad's gonna be the Mandarin. You know,
right.
Like that's gonna be the twist.
And they're doing everything they can to not make him look like the Mandarin.
Right. But then in the second trailer, like, oh, I'm the Mandarin. I got the 10 rings.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Then we see Abomination out of nowhere.
I'm not a big fan of the ring design though.
Why?
Because it was rings. And I know it's supposed to be rings that come from a fucking dragon, so they should be big.
Yes.
But also then it's like...
Well, the dragon is in the movie.
Why are they all small, like, different sizes? Why wouldn't they all be, like, the same size to fit onto a dragon's hand?
Because the dragon has even knuckle... Why are we talking about that?
Because I think this then making it that reason makes the scaling seem even weirder. Because then it's like smaller.
Well, they turned the rings into a weapon in the movie. You saw that? The way they're using it?
I did.
They're bringing it back. They used to be really fashionable back in the day to have bracelets like that. They're bringing it back now.
I don't think that's the reason that they're doing that.
It looks very functional the way they have the...
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I can see.
Look, I know it looks great. That's not my problem. My problem is then their new reasoning for it being that
Jim,
it's supposed to fit the dragon's actual fingers just means that it's like, then why does the dragon have such weird fucking sizes?
But the thing is, no one has even said that yet.
Literally, Mr. Sunday did. When they were explaining it, they were like, oh, so rings are bigger to fit the dragon's fingers. And I'm just saying,
no.
Yeah.
Exactly. They said that. Not the director or the writer or anyone. We will find out during the movie. And then you can make this face like, all the dragon's fingers are the same width? Huh? They have the same girth? Huh?
You can spit on that one, Mac Daddy, or whatever fucking Charlie says. Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Mayor when he did the Serpico? Yes.
What do you think of that, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah,
I'll just have a I told you so print out here of me.
So Tim Roth is coming back. He's already confirmed for She-Hulk.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to get him in this, or maybe he turns into a human at the end of this.
They've evolved his design.
Yeah.
He now has ears and fins, like his comic counterpart does.
Well, it was an evolution, you know?
Yeah, you know.
He wasn't being developed.
It's like Hulk. His design keeps changing.
Yeah.
And he gets weaker every time.
I still prefer the Hulk from the Incredible Hulk with Tim Roth.
That's peak Hulk.
Right. That's like all rage and all fucking power. At the end of the movie, he learns to control it.
And then Endgame.
Endgame, I don't know.
It's of both worlds, brains and
it was just for humor. Well,
they had Mark Ruffalo. They don't want my actual face in the movie, so I'm Professor Hulk now.
Well, they had to change it. You know, they didn't want to make him boring. Everyone else gets new costumes every movie.
They don't need to.
They have to sell action figures. They're here to sell toys. That's the...
Just fucking resell it.
No, they're here to sell toys. That's the main and only thing.
Fantastic Four had the same exact costumes across both movies. All right. And those were
Wait, what did you say?
The Fantastic Four across both movies had the same costumes.
Get out. Jim. Fantastic Four? Really?
And those were peak designs.
Those are not peak movies.
No, not the movies. Yeah. The designs is what I'm talking about.
No, Jim, they cut costs and they're like, we don't need to make new costumes.
Because they already hit perfection.
20th Century Fox was like, well, we got to make this movie in order to hold the rights. It could have been good, but it ended up them fighting a giant cloud. Get out of here. And Doctor Doom came back both times and was shitty both times. And the guy from
He drowned to death the second time, though. And if they got a third movie, Namor.
What's that big guy?
Galactus?
Yeah.
We saw him almost for a second.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I like on the comics, Galactus is just a dude that flies around in space and just eats worlds. And then in this one, he's like, I fly around in a giant smoke cloud and I'm kind of visible. And I'm not physically eating the worlds.
What if it was like kind of like a nanobot type thing where he like is in a cloud shape, then he like can assimilate into like the form, kind of like in Day the Earth Stood Still, the remake with Keanu Reeves, kind of like that type thing. Then it turns into the giant Galactus shape. I don't know.
I didn't realize that people didn't like that remake.
I thought it was okay. The original was really, really good. It's like peak 1950s or 60s sci-fi. It fits everything politically that was going on during the time. This one, it was weird.
It had that weird camera shot from inside the cockpit.
It had this weird element where you could see they're cutting budget when they're on the freeway, and it's just her car, and she's like, where are all the cars? Or like, is it important or something? And like, I think it's important. You see, no one else is on the roads. And everything's like awfully the sound design is like kind of quiet and like empty shallowness. Like I feel like there's nothing there really. Then you have what's his face from Monty Python?
Jaden Smith.
No, the old man who looks just like Peter Schmidt from Family Guy. Like in that movie, he looks just like him.
Oh, you mean General Ross?
Could you imagine if they casted him?
I mean, he's the perfect casting choice.
Oh God,
Peter. Isn't he also voiced by Seth MacFarlane?
I think so. I don't know. But yeah, Shang-Chi, I guess it's gonna be all right.
I think it'll be okay.
Snake Eyes looked all right.
Snake Eyes.
Henry Golding has like a charisma to him, Jim.
You can't help but love him when you see him on screen.
Right,
Just,
like even when he's a
like,
villain.
Oh, you fucking guy, you know.
Yeah.
You could be a horrible, depraved person like Dry Eye, and I'm still gonna be like,
what if?
oh,
All right, what if Henry Golding wasn't the Shang-Chi main guy? Because I don't.
If he was Shang-Chi,
right?
I think
I'd be more invested, but I think he's Japanese. I don't know.
I think I'd be more invested because I know the actor more.
Right.
That's the connection. It's this guy. I like the new actor approach that a lot of directors are taking now. It's like there's some low name type people we're going to be putting in these movies, like with Suicide Squad.
I like the idea of getting like an
Ratcatcher
indie
2 and some
actor
other
that you've
characters.
seen in a couple things, you know. Then you throw them into like a movie where like it suits their like acting abilities and
like Dan DeShawn as a Polka Dot Man, or however you pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt that.
Dan Datchton. It's a crazy.
He was in The Dark Knight. He was perfect in that. He was so memorable.
I remember I thought he was Joker at first when they called him
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he just had that fucking perfect smile.
Yeah. And he was laughing and he's doing a fucking Russian roulette with him.
And he basically played the same character in Gotham when they brought him on for that.
Yeah.
He played the Joker fanboy.
Then he was in Prisoners and he played the perfect psycho. Like, that guy, he's really good at that. But then he's also an Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I am an Ant-Man. I am Russian.
Yeah. He's funny too.
I thought there would be a reveal that his Russian accent was fake.
Right. I thought they're going to do something more with him, but
It feels like such a build-up to his accent just being fake, but he never drops it.
I don't know why they got him and T.I. They're like partners.
They're funny, though.
Why is T.I. in the movie?
They're funny.
He better not be in the sequel. Quantumania. I think he's arrested right now. I don't know. Oh, do you know him and his wife like people?
What the fuck, Joe?
Sorry.
Wait, hold on. I feel like I don't know who you're talking about. T.I.?
T.I.
Who?
Him and his wife drug people.
Stop. I heard you the first time.
I'm sorry. I just don't know why he's in the movie. He's not like very charismatically funny. Jim, what are you doing? Are you looking this up?
Okay, I was trying to make sure I knew who you were talking about when you said T.I. Yeah, he's not listed for Quantumania.
Nice.
But then again, I don't know if anyone is at the moment. Apparently, he was in the Monster Hunter movie, though. That tells me all I need to know. I watched some of that the other day.
Monster Hunter?
The movie.
What's that?
It's the one directed by the Resident Evil director with Mia Jovovich.
Oh.
Yeah. It's another video game franchise movie that he's in the cash-in of with his wife.
I'm not gonna watch it just for the fact
don't.
that they cut out the controversial like scenes and jokes.
What? Controversial scenes or jokes?
They cut them out. I guess there's scenes that are like, is there an Asian character in the movie?
Yeah.
Well, there's scenes throughout the movie that are very negative towards that person, I guess. They're like the way they're mocking them or something. I don't know. It doesn't exist anymore. Unless you already saw it, you know? Because they cut it out, and I wanted to see it just for the controversy of that. But we don't get to see that.
How can we be so sure? How do we know that wasn't an ad lib? I'm just joking.
All right.
I don't give a shit.
I'm just gonna break it down, Jim.
Let's break it down. This new Suicide Squad trailer came out as well, Joe.
Yeah. It looks good.
It looks
like Polka Dot Man. He's gonna die.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna die in the scene where he yells, "I'm a superhero."
I think it no where he has like the expression on his face where after like he feels like he's a hero, he's sacrificing himself and then he's gonna get squashed.
All right, I told you about how in the like that one featurette trailer,
Yeah.
where it wasn't exactly a trailer and it was like all the behind scenes shots. There's the shot of him reaching his hand up as his face is like covered in the polka dots bursting out of him, which I guess that's how they work. They just burst out of his skin and stuff. But it looked like he was like blowing himself up in that scene or something.
Yeah.
And I think that's his sacrifice moment or something.
Yeah, he looks like a guy who wanted to be a superhero and turned out to be a villain on accident. You know, like unintentionally.
He shoots exploding polka dots out of his body.
Right, yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna. I'm weirdly knowledgeable of the character, so I wonder if they're gonna include the fact that his polka dots can also be used to teleport. He can open up doorways and like jump through them and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
So I don't know if we're just gonna go with the whole like the explode approach, or if they like have.
They're gonna use that to bring him back because he's gonna squash. He's gonna throw a polka dot, and then they're gonna see him like disappear, like underneath like the starfish. Yep, that's how it's gonna go, and they can bring him back.
And then he uses Why do they have a giant American flag on the hanger? That's the one thing that I'm just like stopped by. I'm like,
that's the joke. It's making fun of those like Michael Bay type like. You know what this movie really reminded me of is Expendables. Like the plot of the island down in South America where there's that general running things, you know, and they have to go in there and take him out.
oh, is that 1, 2, or 3? All of them.
I don't know.
All of them.
I saw
Mel
the first.
Gibson is doing that in the third movie.
I didn't see the third one.
In the second one, it's fucking something.
I don't remember the plot of the second one. I just
Scott
remember
Adkins and somebody.
What was he in?
Oh
yeah.
It was
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
yeah.
Okay.
But again, same exact scenario.
Okay, I like that one.
And in the first movie, it was some guy in Stone Cold Steve
It was
Austin.
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Eric Roberts. Why is he in a movie? Like that's a dead giveaway. You're in a. Oh, I got the perfect meme to send you for that now. Now that we talk about Eric Roberts. All right, I have the memes ready.
Such a weird call out. But yeah, I really like that where he's doing such a good job at not showing us the B team, aka the first team of Suicide Squad members, all the like goofy guys and stuff. I mean, they're all goofy. But they're doing a very good job at hiding the fact that they're all going to die in that fucking beach.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I figured out every moment that somebody dies in it, too, though. Because there's a fucking scene of Mongol, the orange girl, when she's holding on to the helicopter and she's screaming. I'm pretty sure she's going to go flying into the fucking blades or something.
Yeah, I'm really interested in Ratcatcher. She's going to save everyone, she says?
Yeah, this trailer has made me so excited because at first I wasn't like... I know the character and it's kind of a very dumb character, but they really made this like its own thing. You know, with a lot of these characters, Polka Dot Man, he's just like a fucking bald guy. He's like dumb as hell and just can use polka dots. And he's just like, I'll kill you, Batman. He's like a vaudevillain type of guy. Yeah. And in this, he's like a depressed guy who wanted to be a superhero, probably killed a lot of people by accident. And then like you got Ratcatcher, who I just love everyone's personalities. I want to be so sad when I watch the ones that I like die.
I know. I don't want to see.
I don't want to watch Jai Courtney die.
No.
I know we're gonna fucking watch him like miss his boomerang and it's gonna cut his own head off.
He was the
Or
best character of
something.
the last one.
I fucking love Jai Courtney, dude. He's so good as Captain Boomerang, and he's like you never see him use his real accent for roles and stuff. So it's nice hearing it too. And now they're like, yeah, get out of here. You're dead. Yeah. I like that they gave him his glowing boomerangs. It's a nice touch.
Oh, they're glowing now, huh?
Mm-hmm. In the comics, he had lightning boomerangs and stuff.
Yeah, to be honest, this looks like the best movie this summer.
I got a feeling that's right. You know, Shang Chi looks okay. You know, like
is that coming out in the summer, like August?
I'm pretty sure it's coming out like sometime.
Okay. Yeah.
Black Widow's also coming out. I've stopped caring.
I'm gonna see it. I don't know what day it's gonna come out, but when it comes out, it's gonna come out, right?
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care that much.
I'm trying not to get too hyped because, like, I'm just gonna go there and be like, oh wow, that was really good, you know.
Joe, the Thunderbolts.
You know,
we're seeing Abomination.
Yeah, I can't find the meme of Eric Roberts, but it was like, oh, so you're famous, right? You've been in a movie, like, yeah. Like, oh, you've been in a movie with Eric Roberts or something? Like, it's not... I can't remember how it went, but
Was Eric Roberts the bad guy in your movie? Yeah. Oh, then you.
well, he like it always takes up like shitty ass movies. He's just in it for the payday. That poor guy was in an accident. His face is all fucked up when he was young.
Oh, I don't feel bad for laughing now.
Yeah, you should. I was laughing knowingly, like, it's okay for me to do it because, like, I knew.
Well,
it was a
I don't know if that's how it works. Let's see. Is there any other trailers that came out? Oh, have you watched new Candyman trailer?
I don't want to watch it.
Okay.
I never really cared for Candyman, really, as a kid. I watched it once, and were there sequels?
Yeah, I think there were a couple. And that's where that ends, I guess.
Yeah.
I know there are sequels. I've never seen them personally and stuff, but the original, it's a pretty interesting movie. It's all right, and the new one, I really like the actor that they chose and everything. And from the new trailer, it looks like he's like slowly.
I like
it
that
looks
guy.
like they're
he's nice.
They're not using Tony Todd other than his voice. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I think they have another guy playing the part of Candyman based on the. In it, they show flashbacks where they show another person taking up the like look and everything.
Yeah.
From like a flashback type of scene as somebody's explaining the story, and it just looks like that we're not going to be getting that anymore. So, I don't know. I'm interested to see where that goes and stuff. There's a new Aliens game coming out.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's also a new
Avatar game for some reason.
What?
And it looks like the Unreal Engine video that the fucking Corridor crew made. The joke Avatar 2 video.
Yeah.
When I saw the trailer for this, that's all I could think of. Ooh, the new Evil Dead game. Have you seen that?
I have not, but have you seen Rainbow Six Extraction?
Extraction? Yeah, the new infection mode and stuff.
So that's just a mode?
Yeah, it's a game mode. They had in Extinction, I think, was the first one they'd done years ago. It was awesome. I loved playing it all the time.
So this is going to attach to which game?
Or Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get to play as a what I'm going to guess is a select number of operators.
Oh, really?
And from what the trailer shows, you can when you play, if your character dies, they don't die, they get captured. And you have a chance to get them uncaptured so you can play them again. But from that, you have to play as another character after that.
Okay.
And so it's like you have a select number of the operators that you can play as and stuff. And so that's another thing that they did last time, is that you're allowed to play as both offensive and defensive operators. It's like, so filmmaker, name one celebrity you've worked with. Eric Roberts. That's on me. I set the bar too low.
I knew it was a good one.
But yeah, it's so interesting. I can't wait for it. A lot of people aren't happy with it, though, I guess.
Really?
A lot of people just aren't happy with Siege right now because they feel like...
I only played it once with you, and I have the game, like, I'm like,
I greatly enjoy it. I think it's a great game and stuff. I
like the strategy aspect compared to the run and shoot, like...
Oh, they still do that.
But it's more integral to the game now. Compared to
Joe, you could pick up the perfect strategy for either sides. If you're playing offensive, you could have the perfect infiltration strategy. Someone's gonna break a window and shoot you in the head the moment you walk around a corner.
That's all right.
And then you gotta sit out the whole game.
That's what I don't like about that game.
I think that makes it the challenge though. Is like you gotta stay alive and stuff, but it always sucks to be the first one dead. Unless it's like you're deep into the game and it's been like a firefight the entire time, and then it's like, oh, then you die. It's like, okay, well, it's a hard fought death.
I remember playing the first one on N64. Awesome.
I hate the controls on that so much.
They're so hard, but
it sucks so much.
I really have this nostalgia, like memory of playing it. I really want to get back into that, but
Guardians of the Galaxy is a new game, by the way.
I don't care.
Battlefield 2024 looks amazing. I cannot wait. It really is just. Oh, by the way, Halo Infinite.
The best Battlefield was Battlefield 2.
I don't know about that. I'd say Battlefield 4. Just personally. Oh, no, Battlefield 1. I greatly enjoyed playing Battlefield 1. Like, Battlefield 4 and like Hardline and stuff, they were both kind of connected. And they were great.
There's nothing better than Battlefield 2 on online on the map A Bridge Too Far. If you're out there listening, you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
When they turned off the servers for Xbox Live for that game, it was a sad day. That was an amazing.
Was this just a roundabout way for you to be able to complain about them turning off the servers?
Jim? No. Search up A Bridge Too Far, Battlefield 2. No, I'm serious. It's gonna pop up some really cool shit.
A Bridge Too Far, Battlefield 2.
All right.
It's not doing the voice option.
You're not doing it right.
Yes, I am. Joe, I click on it and then I hold it. See?
You're not doing it right. Give it to me.
You fucking do it. It doesn't work.
All right, pause it. We're just trying.
You know, Joe, like Halo Infinite came out too. Have you seen the trailer for that? Everything?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on now. Sorry, I made us watch a 52-minute and 51-second video on Battlefield 2 Bridge Too Far.
Oh, hey guys, welcome back to my newest Modern Warfare video. Yeah, I've already introduced it.
Yeah, so what I really want to talk about is Loki. This newest episode. What are your thoughts?
Not my favorite episode so far.
Yeah, it reminded me of an old sci-fi channel, like a TV show. Then they have the whole like big clickbait articles on all the tabloids. They're saying like, "Oh, Loki is the first bisexual Marvel character," and I'm thinking
I'm pretty
like,
sure that's not true though.
well, that's in the cinematic movies that have come out.
I thought Peter Quill was bisexual in it.
I don't know.
I feel like okay, I don't know.
Well, the biggest thing that when watching that, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's why the planet was purple." The bisexual lighting, you've heard of that, right?
I have.
Okay, that's exactly.
I didn't think about that. Oh.
I was sitting there watching like a video. I was like, wait a second, like
That's
why
why they had him dressed like that.
everything's purple. Okay.
That's why they had him take the jacket off.
I had a weird moment watching.
I don't
it.
like the way his shirt looks without the jacket, by the way.
Were they gonna kiss? Him and himself. They were gonna kiss.
Ooh, it's just me, myself, and I.
Well, she's trying to like whatever they call it.
I thought
enchant him?
they were gonna reveal that they were in like that she had enchanted him because they were having the same fucking conversation that like her and the guard did when they were sitting down at the like bar and everything. They had the same camera angle with them both sitting down and stuff.
She's enchanting him.
Right, but I don't think she is. I think that was just a very dumb like choice.
Just the way the episode had the cliffhanger, then it had like the one take, one shot, like long shot, like.
But you could. It was a very
they had
obvious cut.
cuts.
If I'm going to be honest, that was like a super obvious cut when they went through the window.
But everything looks so bad, like CGI wise.
I think when we saw the meteor coming at the planet the first time, it looked horrible.
When they're walking through all the shops and everything, it looked like Guillermo del Toro's Hellboy 2.
It did. I was gonna say that
without practical effects and instead CGI.
I think it's not bad, but for a Marvel project and for how much the budget is, it's not.
It looked like Sci-Fi Channel.
It looked like what the Visions looked like during the Vision fight in WandaVision.
Yeah, it was a big step down.
They looked wrong. Something was off.
Yeah.
Also, there's something very wrong with the... Never mind.
Yeah, this episode was kind of dull for me, but I really did like the more we learned about...
people got fucking upset by Loki being...
What's her name, Sylvie?
Sylvie.
Who gives a fuck?
People are upset that he's gender fluid and bi, but I'm just sitting here like, this is how he's been. Also, Norse mythology, the gods fucked like crazy. They fucked anything. But Loki turned into a horse and got fucked. Right. It's weird.
Well, the thing is, like, they're doing it all on this weird, like, subtle way where it's not even front and center, where, like, you have to be looking in order to see it, like, especially the gender fluid thing.
That's just, like, a thing that's like, oh, yeah, that's in the...
Yeah, same thing with his weight, you know, like...
Wait, what was this weight?
Like 500 pounds or something.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Like exactly.
It's a little nod.
Who's gonna notice? Who's gonna notice beyond a super fan? Then with the bisexuality, I watched it the first time. I didn't catch that.
Really?
Yeah, I was maybe just probably trying to tune out the episode. I was like, this is fucking boring.
This is.
It looked like they're riffing on a bunch of different shit. At first, it looked like an old Star Trek or the new Mandalorian style show where they go up to the house.
It felt
and they knock on the door or whatever, and she has a shotgun. I was like, this is like fucking.
What's the Joss Whedon show?
Firefly.
Yeah, it felt like Firefly.
Yeah.
Like, especially the episode where they went to, like, the mining town.
Yeah, but
And everyone's like, oh, the other Baldwin brother, you're our hero. It literally felt like I was watching that episode exactly, just everything was colored purple.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I didn't really like it. It was very different from the other episodes. Episode 2 is really good. There was so much that happened, and so much...
This one was shorter as well.
Oh.
Like 47 minutes, while the other two were like 50 plus.
Well, they did that on purpose, just so they could have the cliffhanger at the right...
I don't like the cliffhanger.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
What I liked better was with the WandaVision, where at the end of every episode, like, please stand by.
Right. I really like
that would make you go like, like, fuck.
I really like their outro, but then again, it's like, everyone has to have their own version.
But with this one, it's just like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna have an obvious cliffhanger where, oh no, are they gonna survive or are they not? I'm like, they're gonna survive.
Wish Disney Plus would just add like the skip entire intro option, because it's like I watch like any of their fucking like original content shows, and it's like, okay, we're gonna make you sit through our own opening credits, and then we'll ask you if you want to skip the recap. I want to skip through it all.
Yeah. Do you watch
it? Get to the
do you watch it on your Apple TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
No, I watch it on my phone.
Oh. All right. Then click.
I put it on for him on the Apple TV. And
just click the top right.
Yeah, but then it's like, just give me the option to skip through the fucking.
You have the option on your remote.
I don't want to watch the Marvel intro sequence. I'm not a fan of it.
You have the option on your remote to do that.
It's so long. It's so unnecessarily long. Both it and DC did that, and I do not like it.
I didn't like the Star Wars one with all the helmets.
Oh my god, Joe, they do it for the Bad Batch too. And it's so annoying because it's like, I just want to get to the episode, guys. Just fucking let me watch it. Also, in Bad Batch, Joe, I know you don't care, but they revealed that there's another natural-born clone like Boba was, and it's this girl called Omega. She's like the first female clone of the Jango Fett strain, but she's a pure, like, bred, like, not modified in any type of way. It's a little bit of Star Wars lore. It's interesting. Just give half a shit. I'm listening to your bullshit that you spew at me every time. Your whole fucking Blockbuster Clerks thing and everything. I'm interested in that. You could give me a slight bit.
You lost my interest the moment you brought up like a Clone Wars type.
It's just an interesting new addition to the
lore.
Boba Fett has like a technically an equal to him in a way, his sister.
Yeah.
Omega, and it's like they're both purebreds, which also means Boba doesn't have any modifiers, and he's still the best bounty hunter in the fucking galaxy. He's just naturally
because he does have modifiers. They just didn't let anyone know. It's like those athletes that are like juicing when they're like, "Oh no,
are you a cheater?" No.
Yeah.
In the middle of shooting Sarah, just no.
Yeah. I really hope this next episode of Loki is better.
I'm pretty sure this next episode is the shot from the trailer where he enters the giant doorway and he gets the wand, because they're on the purple planet in that scene, and he's got like the whole roll-up sleeves and no jacket. And again, I hate the shirt design. I don't like that it's just a giant fucking collar that goes all the way down.
I can't remember what it looks like in my head.
It's so weird. It's like it doesn't have a collar. It looks like it does when it has.
It's because it's Asgardian clothing or something.
No. It's the TVA clothing that
they
and then it like...
Have you seen the TVA's collars on their jackets or whatever?
So
they go like... Jim, it's not supposed to be like American...
I like that it's different and interesting, but it's also just a bit fucking much that they made the collar go so far down the shirt.
It's a Terry Gilliam inspiration, Jim.
It's dumb. It seems so hard to probably get a tie through that.
Well, that's why they did that.
But Joe, why does it have to be so difficult to put a tie through that properly? It doesn't look like it has any buttons to hold it down. It's just one loose piece of cloth right there and stuff. So you have to like thread it through and stuff, and then you gotta like hope that it goes to the other side. And you don't have to like reach in and like pull it out.
Yeah.
It's like fucking a shoelace or like a string for like a pair of like stretchy clothing or something, you know? You want to talk about
You're
Loki,
complaining about his collars.
I'm just saying it's a weird choice. If you want to make the collar look big, okay. But why is it half of the fucking clothing?
It's just quirky. You never watched a Terry Gilliam movie?
So quirky.
You ever seen Brazil? Jim, you gotta watch Brazil.
getting back to it, and though, I really don't understand why people are so upset about bisexuality. And then we talked about it, but it's like, that's a staple of the character in the comics and stuff, though.
These are people that aren't fans.
Also, apparently, there's a lot of people who think him and Darcy are a couple or something.
Just because they have dark hair?
Somebody made a TikTok about, like, people in the MCU Loki has fucked, and it's become so popular that people are like, oh yeah, him and Darcy definitely. And it's like, what?
When?
Like, after this new episode, that's what, like, people made, and it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is this such a popular thing all of a sudden? Why are you people talking about this?
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Oh my.
It came out of nowhere, but apparently it's a big thing.
I don't go on TikTok.
I don't either. It's just like a thing that got sent to me by my friends. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then like I found out more. I'm like, oh my god.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's getting crazy out there. With every new release of a Loki show, more clickbait and upset about him comes.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
And it all seems very unnecessary.
Yeah.
I prefer the original Loki, where he didn't have any sort of identifications at all, and he was just kind of there to get beat up.
So stupid.
I preferred him when he had no character and wasn't likable at all.
I didn't really care for him in the first Avengers movie.
Not Mo Loki.
Yeah. I liked him in the second Thor movie. He had an interesting character in that.
I think that was my favorite version of Loki. I'm not a big fan of
Even though it was a bad movie.
Even though it's a bad movie, it's like this has a lot of my favorite depictions of the characters.
Yeah.
You know, the Warriors 3 and like Sif and stuff, it's like these are their peaks. And then, you know, in Ragnarok, it's like, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. All of Asgard's dead now.
Yeah, then at the end of the movie, like, oh, we're the last survivors. And
you know, Thanos says half of them survived, but he blew up that whole ship, so I don't know about that.
What, half the people survived Asgard? Then they got all, half the people were on the ship, then half of that half, so a quarter of Asgardians?
But how do you... He
I
blew
don't
up the
know.
whole ship, though.
Escape pods or something. I don't know, Jim.
It's such a stupid, like... half of Asgard is dead now. It's like, but you blew up the whole ship.
That is true.
That's not how that works. You can't just bullshit it. You can't just say half of them are alive. But also, if they are alive, where did they go?
Yeah.
Because they didn't go to Earth immediately then.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most of those people that are in that town aren't from Asgard. Also, what the fuck happened to Valkyrie? Why didn't they try to include her in Infinity War at all?
I don't know.
That's so stupid. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
But she was in Endgame, right?
She was in Endgame for like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
You know, Tessa Thompson cashing in that Marvel check. Here's $3 million to make a cameo.
You seen they got Taika Waititi in trouble?
Yeah, Taika Waititi, Tessa Thompson, like somebody else, they're in like a throuple or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Live your life, man. People are upset. Fuck them. It's the 21st century. People are gonna be what they are.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah, Army
like,
Hamill's a cannibal.
Well, they're all consensual, like in a
Right.
throuple. Like
It's
what's the
not
matter?
like they're
It's
cheating
just
on
because
each other.
they're kissing in public. It's so stupid. They're probably high. Like, did you? Come on, where were they?
I think it's 4 people in the relationship. I don't think it's a throuple, but I don't know what the term for that is.
I don't know.
I know polyamorous. I'm gonna guess is that.
Whatever.
But fuck it. Let them live their lives, man. You fucking paparazzi, dude. They're so horrible. I still love the fucking picture of Keanu Reeves running off of one of their cameras. He looks so happy with himself.
Yeah, but what was that from a movie or something? That can't be real.
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
I can't believe that's real. It's like watching
too...
that picture of Bill Murray holding the bicycle in his hand and the bolt cutters in his other hand walking down the street. It's like a still from that movie Rushmore by Wes Anderson.
But then if you say that, then is sad Keanu eating alone on the bench, is that a real picture?
That's a real picture.
Then how do we know that him running with the camera isn't a real picture?
Because
he
doesn't seem like the guy who would steal someone.
That looks like real joy.
He doesn't seem like the guy who would steal someone's camera.
No, but he also doesn't
He's
seem
the
like
type
a
of guy
person
that would give his seat up for a woman.
Yeah, but also he noticed that guy was filming him when he did that.
Ah.
He was like, okay, I just want to get out of this guy's camera view. Here, you want my seat?
All right, I'll give up on this fight, Jim.
Keanu's still at camera, and I support him. Fuck paparazzi. I really don't know what TMZ even is here for. What do they do?
Right?
I watch them every now and then. I just kind of sit there just baffled that they're all just like yelling stuff all the time, but like nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like they're just saying shit, but nothing's going on. Why is that popular?
I don't know.
Then again, when I say that, I'm also like, why the fuck is Keeping Up with the Kardashians popular? People just like watch drama.
They like watching fucking pop trash.
I found out Johnny liked all that type of shows and stuff, and I asked her why, and she's like, it's just, they're so interesting. I'm like, are they? I've seen the clips. They do such mundane stuff, and they're like...
junk food. It's just junk food.
It's junk food for the mind.
It's junk food for people that don't know how to watch narratives, you know?
Are you calling them lesser?
No, people appreciate
Not necessarily.
different types of mediums, and I appreciate narratives, you know, more than reality TV.
Right.
And those people don't sit down and watch a movie and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get invested in this. They're like, okay, this is boring. This is long. What's taking so long? What's happening? And it's none of the drama, relationship drama and nonsense. Like, that doesn't seem as interesting to me. Like, watching, like, oh, some rich people fight about their fucking boyfriend or their fucking dinner plans or, like, their party that didn't go right, or, like, someone is, like, throwing shade at them. Like,
just who cares?
Right, yeah. Like,
Kanye's trying to avoid being on camera.
You're giving these people that are already, like, billionaires even more money and, like, attention.
Right.
And attention for what, though? Being rich? Maybe it's just the look inside the life of a billionaire, you know? See what their life is like, I guess?
Yeah. A look at the new world.
Kylie Jenner, the first female self-made billionaire. Self-made.
I don't know if that's true, if I'm being honest.
That's what this says, but
I know
she's
that's
not
what
self-made.
I know that's what I said. Johnny got very mad when I said that. She was like, she is. And I'm like, her entire family's rich. She got a lot of that money from them and then built off of that.
Just like Trump.
Yeah, I was going to say, just like Trump with like my small loan of $1 million. Fuck off.
Okay.
Fuck off.
How many times did you keep going back for his money and taking money and making money? Come on.
Right. Like, you're lying about it just being like this one-time thing.
I feel like it's a very like a peasant society where we're like peasants and we're looking at the
we're all looking at rich people like, what the fuck?
Well, we're looking at the king or whatever, you know, the queen, like,
I'm the king of the castle,
like Mary Antoinette or something, you know, like that's the Kardashians,
right?
And then they're like, oh, what's wrong with the poor? Like, oh, they don't have any food, let them eat cake, like.
And then we put their fucking head on a pike.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trump. That's just how it works. Why can't there be a wall?
Oh God, everyone cares. he all that fight that he's against, like, those billionaires and all the fucking, like, he is that. He is the epitome of it.
Right.
He was just manipulating everyone. Whatever.
What was the guy who played him in that docu-series? The biopic thing? It was the, like, fuck. Shit. The actor. Don Gleason? His, like, father or something?
Don Gleason?
Yeah. Dom? I don't know.
I
The
don't
guy
know.
from Star Wars who played Hux, Gleason.
Who?
The orange-haired guy. The ginger guy and everything. Who played Hux from the new Star Wars movies. The
Who's
general.
Hux?
He was the general guy who was like in the first one. He's
Oh!
like, the First Order, and then after that, he
yes,
just became like a sweaty, like little nerd.
Yeah, Gleason.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
was the guy that played Donald Trump? That like he's related to him.
Yeah, Gleason.
I know which Gleason.
The more times you say Domo Gleason, the more I'm like, fuck, I forgot his dad's name now. But yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job at portraying.
That was a good movie.
Especially in the scene when he's like
It
talking.
wasn't a
to-
documentary though. Just like
No, I know. I said biopic.
Yeah.
But
With
he,
quotation
he did
marks.
a really great job.
Yeah. He got the energy and the vibe down. Maybe not
The
exactly.
fucking handshake pull, and he got really good. He got the whole like fucking silhouette pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got the whole attitude. It's just
Brendan Gleeson.
Brendan.
Yeah.
There we go.
From Lake Placid. Classic.
I know him from this biopic. Imagine that's your first time seeing this guy. Like, oh my god, is this what he's like normally? No, he looks like a normal person, I swear.
You gotta watch more of his movies, Jim. 28 Days Later.
I watched 28 Days Later.
Oh, he's great in that.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of 28 Weeks Later. With Jeremy Renner.
That's a great one.
Everything's foggy. Okay. I feel like wrapping it up, or you got anything else you want to talk about?
There's not much.
Any movies that you watched that like you like a little spur of the moment type things, or is that going to be a recommended?
Yeah, let's see what we've got.
What's on your letterbox, Joe?
On the letterbox, I recommend watch The Terminal.
The Terminal. What's that
The
about?
Steven Spielberg movie about an Eastern European, Middle Eastern man played by Tom Hanks. And this man is an immigrant.
I remember it
War-torn country and everything, and he lands in the airport, and there's a lot of weird symbolism with the American government and ideology, and
I'm not saying
the
that.
government is really against him going into the country illegally. So this is amazing, Jim. You gotta really do a deep dive thinking about what they're trying to show you, and the only people that help him out are the
the other immigrants who are working there.
No, are the minorities. He's got a Mexican friend.
Right, the guy from Rogue One.
Yep. They got Che
Diego
McBride.
Luna. Diego, I can't wait for his show. By the way,
Yeah. All right, Che McBride. That's his black friend. You know. Then he's got this old Indian guy. So you got but he's got no white friends around him. And
all the fast food people.
And he really rallies them up and everything. He is like a mascot for this weird movement in the airport. And what they're saying at the end of the movie is, if you want to go to America properly, you have to follow through the immigration process.
Be Tom Hanks.
And I'm like, why do they?
Well, hold on, don't be Tom Hanks.
The movie's so whimsical, though. This post 9/11 Spielberg is so like.
Oh, this was post 9/11.
Yes, 2004.
Is Castaway post 9/11?
2000. And I think Minority Report was 2001 or 2.
Oh my god.
And that was so dark.
God.
That was so dark and bleak.
If you're like at those times and that movie.
So you get 9/11 Spielberg. That was Minority Report, so dark, bleak, and what the Patriot Act will do. You know, just this idea, what the future thought police are gonna have come get you.
The thought police. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really Yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah, you recommend it.
Yeah, the lighting is a little too whimsical at times, but whatever.
Yeah, and
Catherine Zeta-Jones' character is so dumb.
Is that the girl that he's after that also has a husband or something?
No. She's with a man, but he's married.
Oh.
She's just a host. She's a fucking stewardess.
Oh, okay.
They say it in the movie. The stewardess are their own breed. They're hosts.
I haven't watched in a while. I don't remember many of the
Yeah,
story. I just remember the ending when he's leaving the airport and he's waving goodbye, and I just only remember the Panda Express employees just being there so eagerly waving at him goodbye, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird.
It's a fun time.
Everybody else was
really
like, hey, we
watch.
really enjoyed seeing you. Goodbye.
It's
Want
a good
some
watch,
Sbarros?
but it's the same time what you have him playing basically a Slovenian person. I guess he could play
Basically.
that. They have this character.
He's white and he can kind of do the accent. He's Slovenian, if you ask me.
The movie would have been so much better if you recasted it. All right.
And it's Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes. Yes.
Was that who you were gonna say?
Yes.
Was it gonna be like this big?
You have
build-up
Borat. You do one thing differently. You replace one character, replace it with Borat stuck in this airport. You have an even funnier and more engaging comedy. Maybe Borat's not as he's not going to be as stupid. You know, he still has to complete some of the tasks that Tom Hanks completes.
Borat holding Sbarros fucking or Sabros or whatever the fucking pizza
I am
place
going
is
to America.
Very nice. How much?
Yeah.
Buying all his
That's
clothes.
the perfect movie. Right there.
Oh, look at me sitting down on the airport chairs. King of the castle. King of the castle.
Do you have anything to recommend, Jim?
I do. It's a past recommendation, but it is coming up on a big event pretty soon, Joe, in the next coming couple weeks. It's the Story Break podcast. I see you've already turned off, though. So great, I can ramble on about this with no repercussions. It's the Story Break podcast where 3 Hollywood professionals, quote unquote, get together and take an hour to write entire overdraft of a not overdraft, but entire first draft type of idea of a movie suggestion that you tweet at them. Recently, they've been doing their Jar Jar series where they tried to make a Jar Jar movie. It was one of their first Story Break episodes that they've now expanded on, where they're going scene by scene every week to create the movie. And it's surprisingly very emotional. They've really figured out a way to make Jar Jar a good character, Joe, which I didn't think was possible. But then they did this, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to be really sad if this guy fucking dies in the next couple weeks, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the ultimate end to him and everything, but they've had him have a fostering relationship with Darth Vader and stuff, and it's incredible and absolutely funny because these guys are great writers and stuff. So that's my recommendation.
Nice.
Welcome back, Joe.
Yeah, I was listening. Jar Jar, then they improve the character story breakdown, yeah. Okay.
Week by week they do an episode based
I
off
think
where they go scene by
that's a
scene.
good place to, yeah.
You think it's a good place to... Well, thank you all for listening to the podcast. You already know the whole shebang, as I said at the beginning of the episode, but I'll say it again here in case you've made it to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave us a like and follow, and leave a comment down below so Joe can fight you, because he desperately hates whatever you have to say.
I feel like we need some frenemies type drama in order to get some clicks.
Joe, you're out of the podcast, and I'm bringing in Dad.
All right. I didn't know if you
I'm aware. Johnny is a big fan of it.
Oh, really?
She keeps me updated on it because I told her, oh, I like
It's
H2H.
hilarious.
I used to watch his video.
That's the same thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's okay.
I feel like we could do a podcast like Frenemies.
I'm not wearing all the costumes and
No,
shit.
I wasn't going to say that. I'm just saying, like, us just... I don't know. I don't know how it actually works.
I don't want to talk about pop trash. If anything, you get Johnny.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
It's me and Johnny just... Okay.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this on Spotify, please share it around. Word of mouth is the greatest way for podcasts like this to stay alive and keep afloat with a good audience. We love you, Germans. Keep watching. And if you're watching this on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review out of 5 stars and your thoughts on the show, and we'll read it aloud if you do leave it, though. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'm sure Joe would too, as he wants to debate you on your opinion of us. And after that, thank you all for watching. Say goodbye, Joe.